Yo everyone, we're back at Trails Through Daybreak. I didn't notice there, but Van's actually standing on top of one of the Genesees in that little loading screen there, which is very cool. I realize we're in Lonlai, so that means we have a new title screen art, probably. So I'm doing this blind because it's probably going to be something really cool. Oh shit, Grimcat! Huh. That's really sick, honestly. Wow. Can't say I expected that. It's cool. It seems like, I guess, I mean, there's like skyscrapers and things. Does Edith have those? Like, this looks more like modern. This looks like more modern day than even like the farthest points in the game have been. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess we saw some, like, there was at least like one or two taller buildings in like Tharbad or something. So I assume Edith has a lot of that too. I mean, Edith is just like an actual city, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I just want to start from there because, you know, new arc, or new chapter, new day. Anyways, last time we got to Lonlai, and holy crap, did a lot of stuff happen. As you can tell, we met up with Judith, a lot of things happening with her. We ended up going all around town and taking in the sights. There's just been a lot of general stuff. Oh, all the hot spring scenes, of course. Those were insane. We got such a good deep dive into Van through the words of Aaron, of all people, which was really nice. They've really tried to hammer home from the start that Aaron is very intuitive and just has sharp instincts on reading people. And he's definitely shown that at its greatest right during that scene back there. So that was incredible. But now it's nighttime, and Van has a history in Lonlai, so time to go see what's up with that. But only after we do our million rounds of NPCs.
Did you enjoy your meals and time in the hot springs? I hope you found what we offer fully satisfying. We've had a number of visitors from much farther away lately, and I'm honored to say that our inn was quite popular with them too. The Lord of the Hot Springs town in the Empire came by himself. He said he felt he could learn from us, which was a great honor.
It's awesome to hear them mention frickin' Taito Schwarzer.
I'm sure we'll have customers from all over staying at our inn. I hope we can provide for each and every one's satisfaction.
Wait, probably two. No, 4. Okay.
Well, I took a dip before dinner, but it's great to be able to go in multiple times a day. Should I take another quick dip to help digest dinner?
Sure. It's blue, so I assume there's something noteworthy about it.
Phew. 5 years since then, huh? Never imagined this would be how I end up back here.
Seeing this CG again.
Come to think of it, I made a promise to go on a hot springs trip way back when, huh? It was what? Gonna be to celebrate Renee's graduation? Then I ruined the whole thing.
With whatever happened.
Whatever. No turning back the clock now. I already made my choice. I've thrown away my days with them.
Okay. Looks like no one's around.
Oh shit!
I knew the best time to shoot for would be right after dinner.
Wow. Alright. I guess we're gonna see him one way or another. Let's see, what about, wait, let me go back for a sec. It's weird that he's mentioning this, I've already made my choice, I've thrown away my days with them, because he was literally reminiscing, like, just like a week ago with Elaine, so I don't know what he's on about.
I'll really be in for it if Aaron finds me, so
Oh.
I'll make this a short dip.
So apparently he has gray skin all of a sudden. I get what they're trying to hide something, I guess.
I did only just take a shower. Hopefully a quick wash is good enough before going in.
Wait. Be really in for it if Aaron finds me.
I can barely see a thing. There's so much steam. It really is curious how the oxidation of sulfur can come out so thick.
So he is covering his chest. Huh.
As I recall, it has a positive effect on the skin and soothes chronic pain. Maybe I should convince Gran and Essie to come.
Man, you sure know your stuff, huh?
Hi.
Huh? What's the van?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in for a while now. Real nice bath, huh? Sorry I didn't say anything earlier. I was kind of lost in thought. You wanted to have the place to yourself, yeah? I'm all warmed up, so I'll leave it to you.
Van, I can see everything.
Huh? What are you talking about? I got a towel around my waist.
But your upper body, you're naked. Your incredible muscles are and such are visible. Ah, forget that. I didn't say anything.
What? Wait,
But Katra introduced himself as a guy. Unless he's gay, which, you know, cool for you if you are, but I don't know.
Come on, I'm not that great compared to folks who really make a habit of flexing their muscles. Anyway, you wanted the place, so I'm good leaving you to it. You should have around half an hour before anyone else comes in, I think. Don't stand for too long right after eating, though, okay? Also, remember to hydrate once you're done.
Is it like a culture thing or something? That was a shock. I suppose I was at fault. I should have made sure no one was here first. He didn't notice, did he? No, he couldn't have. There shouldn't be that much to see in just the builds of our bodies. I think the heat's getting to me. Once I wash myself, I'll head out. It does seem like... the towel does seem more skirt-like, which could be like a model thing. What the hell? I mean, they could be doing that for other reasons, and maybe I'm looking too far into it. But the way that the towel poofed out at the bottom seems like... I'm just kind of like metagaming it a bit here, because the Trails characters... You know, the guys wear a towel a certain way and the girls wear it another, and I think that's more with the girl way of wearing it, or maybe it's something unique.
Catra's probably still in there. I'll look for another chance to take a dip.
Van's such a nice guy. He just, no questions, gets out. He probably wanted to soak for a bit longer, but, you know, much like Aaron made a point of, he's a bit self-sacrificing and whatnot. Oh, Van. Hello. Fairy and I were showing off our souvenirs to each other. I think they're both looking the wrong way for some reason.
Oh yeah? What'd you all pick up?
I got a picture postcard to send back home to my family. I'll send it along with some manto and rice crackers.
Hey, bet they'll love that. Those snacks will also keep... Wait, those snacks will also keep on the road pretty good.
As for myself, I purchased some assorted snacks for a few Academy friends, like the ones in the student council. I also picked up a few things for myself. A cute candle, some tea. It's only been a day, but it was still quite fulfilling. For me too. The hot springs and the meals were super cool.
Good to hear it. Looks like they're still getting a chance to relax.
Or they are getting... Sorry, I feel like there's some cases where it's still in character enough that I shouldn't correct myself, and yet I do. Come to think of it, the inn was providing free tea. Perhaps I'll bring some to share with Judith. That's sweet of you. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. It's neat looking all over its souvenirs. I'm gonna go look for something cool to send for to my family tomorrow.
Wish you luck on that yet again.
The hot springs here seep into your very bones. It even loosened up my shoulders. It's unreal. The Hekizanro Inn with its Eastern-style hospitality is something else. It's like they really care about even the finest details. You can see the sincerity of it all. They actually care.
What a bath that was. I could spend forever in there, truly. And the dinner. I was a bit surprised at the style of it, but the taste. Come to think of it, I remember hearing from the lodge owner that the Divine Blade of the Empire and his family stayed here rather recently.
Are we still calling him that? That's not like his official title, right? Like, come on, Reen, you can come some... Like, wasn't the whole point you, in Cold Steel 3 and whatnot, you were, like, under the government's thumb? Like, you can be more than just belonging to a country.
You know, Divine Blade is a name I associate more with Liberl. I'm sure you know that that is a title belonging to a national hero of ours. I suppose it wasn't that Divine Blade who stayed here, though. Still, it does make me feel connected to this place a little.
Well, Reen has met Cassius, at least. Oh, wow.
Hey there, what are you two doing here?
I asked Theo to share today's visual recordings with me, actually. While I was dealing with that, I looked up and realized how lovely the stars were. Perhaps it's because Lonlai has fewer lights.
Theo has also captured an image of this night sky. It will be shared with Katra later.
Glad to hear you two are having a nice evening. No kidding, though. With tonight's skies, the stars are clear as gems. Guess I'll take a moment to enjoy them myself.
Unrelated note. Mild humidity increase. Predicted possibility of an effect on tomorrow's weather. Okay.
I must admit, I found a surprisingly childlike joy in our touring today. Naturally, working with your team at Arkride Solutions is very satisfying work, but still, I believe I shall remember today's events for a long time to come.
That's good on you. I mean, I assume that, you know, if she was actually locked up and not allowed to leave Marduk for a long time, it seems like she was kind of sheltered in a way, so makes sense. Oh, I get an event for this now.
Attaboy. Looks like he's making sure to hydrate after his bath.
Oh, is that all? That's actually kind of sweet. Actually, I never talked to you.
I'm pleased you enjoyed our traditional multi-course dinner. That format is a specialty of Eastern cuisine. Hospitality isn't just serving food made with fresh ingredients, it's also arranging the food to visually please and serving it right. Several chefs have come here to train with us before. I hope they picked up on that mindset. In fact, one of my students is over in Lawnport. I hope they especially were able to take those lessons to heart.
Let's see what awkward dialogue we get with Katra. Van.
Hey there, rosy cheeks. Must have gotten nice and warm in the baths, huh? If you want some advice, the best time to go in alone is the early morning. Getting in the first bath after it's been cleaned is great. If you get up early, think about it.
How can I not trust the expert on baths? And well, these baths are pretty great. I'll take it under consideration. For now, I'm plenty warm, so I'd like a drink. Do they have anything non-alcoholic? Have to look into that one yourself, champ. We ain't giving out the dialogue on it. We got quite a bit of stuff to talk about here. We got...
Fresh mantle right here, piping hot.
Daddy sometimes spends nights drinking out with his friends, but he also spends time with me. Even when he's with his friends, they sometimes give me yummy, bar snacks, they call them. Dad and his friends say they're neat snacks in a place called the Cap Ital. I wonder what. Mommy says she wants me to see a lot of the world. I've never gone anywhere but Lonlai. I wonder what other towns are like. Mommy was talking to one of the people who's visiting for vacation, and she said how much she wants to show me places.
Certainly Choco Manto aren't too good for dinner, I suppose. Nights when my wife rules folks' appetites. Not that I'm complaining. After I close up, even I go out and grab some of the old folks to go drink in there. Helps contribute to sales. And hey, the stuff in my wife's place is great with a drink. Perfect way to finish the day.
Sounds right. Yep. Let's talk to the fortune teller lady again.
This night, as the calendar turns, will be the 15th night of the month. The moon heightens my power to see.
Your thoughts, they are drawn to a certain location.
From what I can tell, you have ties to Lonlai. Those ties will tie a knot to a deeper tie yet.
Well, he's talking cryptic.
Hello. Lambert.
On my night patrol, one of the locals invited me to drink. Naturally, I don't drink on duty, so I simply had a quick bite to eat instead. Did appreciate the thought, however. I was regrettably unfamiliar with Eastern culture when I first came here, but the folks have had a lot to help me fit in. Maybe it wasn't just coincidence who landed me here. Either way, the best thing I can do is return to my duty to my utmost.
Oh, yeah. Brother.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
God, I'm like really hungry. but I'm like running low on food, so I don't want to have anything because I don't want to run out.
How about ice cream for your dessert tonight? It's great after a bath. Lonlai is a quiet place, but I still wish there was more younger people around. It'd be a lot of fun to recommend all the hottest sweets made locally, you know?
True that, true that.
Given the time, we won't be doing any more workshops, but I'm still selling souvenirs. It's probably no surprise, but I opened the shop because I wanted to share the appeal of handicrafts with people. There's a lot you can learn from the experience of actually making something and having the chance to touch and feel things.
Makes sense, makes sense. Hello, Rito.
Good day's work, a dip in the springs, then a cup of tea. This, my dears, is living. And our tea is a real hit with the tourists. That's what really makes working on a specialty like this worth it. Seeing new faces and enjoying the fruit of your labor. There's no other feeling like it.
The old man Fisher.
It's been a while since I had such a pleasant time fishing in the day. I do hope I was able to convey to the young folk a bit of fishing lore. I must say, the fish of Lonlai grow as well as they've ever done. There's always a pleasure to catch. There's a number of places out east where the fish are doing poorly, so I can't help but appreciate this land's richness every time I come. Of course, a fisherman who has mastered the true essence of fishing, such as myself, can catch fish even in the most beset of lands.
Unless there's like literally zero fish or something. Speaking of the time since I was last in the Republic proper, there's been this new trend. Orbal films, yes. The advertisements make them look quite interesting. I should find a day to experience them and expand my horizons. Especially since I understand some of those movies have quite appealing women dancing and such. I mean, hey man, it's there for a reason, might as well look at it. Oh, this is the guy that's training.
I can't get into the Kunlun Mountains, but there's other worthy places to train. Most important of all is to ensure one maintains an even heart in the face of the unexpected, and calmly determine a course of action. Though it, seems this trail closure will hold for longer than expected, I should go tell my fellow students. I'm part of the Gekka school, but every time I come to visit, I find new reasons to respect the Taito school. I think that the mentality of the Taito school, born of Lonlai, is something we of Gekka can take to heart. I can't do anything for them, but they have my best wishes in rebuilding their dojo.
Rebuilding, huh? I guess they're still trying to recover from everything that happened in the past or something along those lines. Yeah, I'll talk to this guy.
Souvenir shops here are quite something. They have such a wide selection of Eastern goods. I make sure to come by here every time I'm in Lonlai. It's a good place to pick up tidbits of info on rare Eastern finds. I'd like to end some especially good rumors this time. I'll need to help my acquaintance once I get back to the capital.
Oh, welcome.
Good luck with that.
You can't beat the smell of a souvenir shop. You can catch the sense of the wood, the paper, the materials. The dining place on the second floor here has got such an alluring scent that it even tints what you get down here. Makes things even better. Alright, that was a nice bath. So now just go take in the breath of the night air. And that'll end my day right.
Sure. Sure. A lot of just more casual conversations going. Tourism Bureau is proud to offer help to anyone who needs it, even at this late hour. Handle, yada yada. Sure. Like I said, a lot of more casual conversations. Not anything as substantial as during the day. Which makes sense. People are winding down for the day. They don't really want to have as many deep conversations. I would feel a little bit embarrassed and happy at the same time, both as a mother and as a cook. Let's talk to the little one.
My mom's food is always the best. She was the one who helped me get a job as a guide. And she even packs me lunch so I can do my best at work. Moms are great. Looking for dinner? For what it's worth, guests always go nuts for my mom's cooking.
That food is like as large as your head, child. Are you sure you're doing fine there? Oh, of course. And he did find Mahjong.
Hey, I was wondering why I didn't see you earlier. The hell are you doing here this late? Come on, old fart, going blind. Doing what you do when you go traveling. Drinking, dealing, and buying. Now, if this place had a proper pleasure district, we'd really be hopping, you know what I mean?
Keep it in your pants, punk.
Don't indulge too much. You cut too loose, you'll cause trouble for your folks back home. You think you need to tell me that? If you want, you're welcome to join, yeah. Just another old man for the crowd.
You know, you're the one that's playing with the old men, so does that make you one by association? You ever think of that one, punk?
Shame we're only gambling for liquor and snacks, but hey, it's a good enough table. If you're feeling bored, you're welcome to join in. Of course, I'll snag every mirror you got if you try.
Dude, I would love for Van to take him up on one of those offers one of these days and just rob this dude for everything he's worth. Put him in his place. I want to see that. Other person. I was just going to stop by the temple to get a look at it, and then I ended up taking their little class on tea. I guess tea's an important part of Eastern hospitality too. Really is a deep subject, isn't it? When she was teaching me, though, I couldn't help noticing that Mother Izume carries herself with a sort of otherworldly grace. The experience was also very... I feel like I'm about to discover something about myself. Hey, find it in unexpected places all the time, you know? Good evening. What brings you here at this late hour? If you need help, we will be happy to do whatever we can. Father Murase often spares near for the worries of Eastern travelers like that young man. I was born here in Lanlai, but I'd like to be even half the rock of stability Father Murase is for others. That's why I joined the temple. It's not to say I'm not also proud to help provide for tourists, of course, and to help people understand the culture of the East, too. You kind of look like an Umineko character almost, like one of the stakes. The stakes of purgatory or whatever the hell. We gotta talk up here.
So I've been working in the Republic sending money back to my village in the east. The other day, I got a letter informing me my parents passed away. I couldn't be there for their funeral even. I don't have anything anymore. No one to send money to, and no family waiting for me to come home. What is even left for me? Please look at me. I wish to hear more, but first I must ask you a simple question. I want you to think hard and answer me this. Is the mirror you've earned at work the only thing you've gained here in Calvard? If you believe you've connected to people here, I promise you have always been guided by the Heavenly Mother. I mean, yeah, I have friends here. I might have someone I was thinking I might marry. But all of that means abandoning my home. You have abandoned no home, child. I believe you should trust in the ties that connect you and move forward instead. It is those same ties that brought you here, to our temple, I would say. I will be of whatever aid I can to you. Should you return home, I'll be glad to help you, and I'll make arrangements with the temple at your destination. What I want you to understand is that you are not alone. Father, you're right, of course. Maybe I'm just being too pessimistic. I still have people who will stand with me, in the guidance of the Heavenly Mother, so I shouldn't be like this. That's a sweet conversation. I guess I thought, until now anyway, that I was living in this foreign land so I could help my family. But it's fair for me to ask for help too, isn't it? Somehow I always lose sight of all the people I've made friends with here, and even of the blessings of our Heavenly Mother. I guess I was just too desperate. There are no few people who come from the East bearing great burdens of the soul, seeking solace at our temple. I do my best to be someone they can talk to, and a connection back to the East for them. I hope to be a source of strength. For him, even if he wishes to treasure his ties to the Republic, he should find a chance to go back. For circumstances like this, we will happily help secure passage back east.
Damn, that was just a real sweet conversation there. Hello, station worker.
A little while ago, I saw a man from the East who came here for work, visiting the temple. Seems things are rough. Working here at the station to meet a fair number of immigrants. Seems like things are rough all over these days. If the Transcontinental Railroad had been able to operate as planned, things wouldn't have been so hard for them.
Yeah. It's always rough in Zemuria. One place or another, eh? Yay! Racer scene.
So he's still not back?
That's bad. Nobody like him out alone in this situation. Enough. Why weren't you keeping an eye on him, Kazan? I'm sure you must have realized that he...
I get it. I'll get out looking for him in a bit. What bad timing, especially as we kept an eye on the Conlone Mountains and the Eastern Highway.
Rather than complaining, I suggest you get back to work.
Yeah, I'm going. Looks like they're busy. Searching for someone, I guess. Oh, hang on. That stupid serious newbie's not here. Ugh, what a mess. Wasn't expecting him to just disappear on me. Wonder if he went out to the waterfall.
Oh, hello, Arkride. I'm sorry I didn't notice you. As it happens, I had something on my mind. Anyway, it's a guild problem. I'm sure Kazan will resolve things, so there's nothing you need to worry about.
Oh yeah? So she says, but now I'm kind of wondering what she meant.
Wonder if we can go and deal with that. Oh boy, can we. Okay then. Well, it makes that easy. The eastbound line of the Transcontinental Railroad was delayed, I guess. I'd made all my preparations, and now there's no train today. This is another problem caused by the environmental issues the Eastern Zemeria is facing. I'm sure a lot of people have it tougher than me. These issues are... There aren't a lot of people passing through Lawnlight lately, and folks here in Calvard tend to forget about what's happening out there. Which is exactly why people like my group have to stick with them till the very end. Pretty small, blessed with perfectly fine, desk work, whatever you name it. Pest is also a school teacher, I think. Huh. Work harder to not to look bad, but I'm just incredibly proud to work with someone so motivated. What do we got here? What the? Who? Whoa, extremely pretty outfit.
Huh? Is that a Westerner in a kimono?
Wait, was that the... Oh, shit. Wait, is that supposed to be the one lady, maybe?
Probably just a tourist or someone renting one.
Wait, no. It's obviously supposed to be someone noteworthy. But is it... My first thought was the golden butterfly or something like that, but I don't know, maybe not. That might be jumping the gun. My brother's going on and on about how nice his shoulders feel. For ADO's sake, he's only 20. Talk about old man talk, right? Yeah, for real. Well, I mean, I do hope the hot springs have all the effects they claim to myself. It's supposed to have an exfoliating effect on the skin. Can't help but hope for that, right?
Yeah. Can't believe Aaron's on death's door by proximity.
Phew, what a great bath. My shoulders feel way lighter and I feel so rejuvenated. I guess you'd expect they to feel good as the Hekizanro in's baths, since they're from the same source. Best of all is letting the night air blow across me, and now that I'm all warmed up. Sorry, his head going from right to left is really messing with me.
Alright, well that's that. Oh, wait a sec. We got new blue stuff here. I feel like whatever this is, I'm just saving for the hell of it, because this seems kind of sketch. Probably doesn't have any plot relevance. Is there butterflies on the design? I think I saw butterflies on that kimono design. It's funny that they just have them both on the map here.
Huh? Where'd she go? Maybe she went into the church?
Let us all pray together.
She a sister of the church? No, that can't be right. She isn't even here.
That's gotta be her, right?
But at least I'm not a ghost. Now the question is, do I pursue it or do I just pretend I saw nothing?
You already know we gotta pursue. But it does raise a question of what the hell they're up to. What? I can't... Wait, you are the lady, aren't you?
Ah, what a lovely breeze.
I called it. Called it in
I
one.
had merely hoped for a light break, but I feel almost spoiled with how pleasant this has been.
Yeah, you're definitely the golden butterfly. I have not a single doubt in my mind. When you pull shifty shit like that, not many people can pull that off besides Ouroboros members.
Her voice is pretty familiar.
Out for a little stroll, handsome? You strike me as a tourist. From the capital, perhaps?
The fact that these are like optional scenes that have a bunch of voice acting in them is crazy to me.
Yeah, Just here to kick back a little. How about you? Relaxing solo? Can't imagine someone like you to be out here alone.
Oh, quite sadly, it's just me, myself, and I this time.
Compared to the other time, huh?
I must admit to being a touch lonely without my oh so naughty superior and rambunctious coworker.
Wait. Okay. So Naughty Superior, that okay, this basically is just confirming that that dude is indeed the fourth Anguis. Like, it was pretty clear already to me. Like, there's been a lot of context clues that that's him. I forget what the dude's name is, or if we've even gotten his name yet. I don't think we have. He's just the Oathbreaker still. Rambunctious coworker is a bit out there though. Maybe, wait, rambunctious coworker. That probably just means like Walter, right?
I have an idea. Won't you be my arm candy instead?
That's a very appealing invitation, but I'm afraid I've got some business to attend to. Besides, the kids in my crew would never let me hear the end of it if they found us. Think I could take a rain check?
Goodness me. My hopes have been dashed.
Oh, woe is me.
Man, the fact that she even has the... Look at it! There's literally just a butterfly on her kimono. This girl just knows how to dress. Imagine being called the golden butterfly, and you literally just have the golden trim and butterfly motifs all over your outfit. Like, this girl knows. Like, she knows her own title, and she is wearing it with pride.
Well then, have a delightful night. And may you not end up a plaything for anything too nasty.
I mean, she was first, I think she was first mentioned back in Cold Steel 3, so it's been a while.
The fact that I can't remember makes this all the more strange, but this is definitely not a situation to poke my nose into. A liminal city between east and west, the Kunlun and the Tianshan Mountains. I think I'll just say I met a fox playing at being human here.
The wink and everything?
If that's it, this fox definitely has all 9 tails.
Now's
Jeez.
probably as good a time as any to head over.
I guess that's like a sign of like, hey, you've done all the important stuff.
Oh my, what brings you back? Could it be the evening breeze lured you back to spend some time with me?
Nah, I've got stuff to do, sorry. Doesn't seem like she's trying to dig into me too much, yet. No telling when this fox is gonna turn back into a beast. Better off putting her out of my mind.
No need to concern yourself, I assure you. Enjoy the moment here and now with the moon and the evening breeze.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to doing... That's like... Doing a French accent of all things is far from my purview, but hey, might as well give it a try. I can't believe she's just chilling out here in Lawnlie, though. This is supposed to be an intermission. Can I just stress that fact? There's so much shit and so much at play in this little area. It's kind of crazy. Even back in Edith.
Hey, wait, over there.
Oh, there he is.
That junior bracer was supposed to be traveling between the branches. Post cheery. Guessing he's the one they were talking about the guild. One way or another, it's not a night to be out on the mountains alone. Should I follow him just in case?
Oh, damn. Finding Gray. The guy's still green? No, he's gray. We literally just established that.
Well, I'm not eager to stick my nose in the guild business. I've run into him back in Edith a few times, though, so it's not like he's a stranger. I'd feel bad if something happened to him. Best case scenario, I can get the guild owing me one. Let's go check up on him.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Alright, and we're doing it by ourselves, it seems. Solo van content.
Don't sense any monsters around here. That's weird. It's not like they're uniquely active during the day or anything.
Whoa, what the hell happened to the frickin' graphics? There is particles in there, which is weird.
If that novice took care of them all, he did one hell of a job. Probably means the guy's out of gas by now, though. I guess everyone's got to blow off some steam every now and then. But if he keeps going full throttle, he'll find himself in the thick of trouble sooner or later. I should follow him just in case.
Well, I do like that they at least cleared out the enemies so we don't have to deal with it. Means I get to hear this music for a bit more, too. We only got to hear it briefly last time. And I was both yapping, but I also was taking some breaks here and there. Just kind of wandering place to place.
Oh, finally come out to play, have we? Figured he'd miss a few. Okay, missed more than a few. Great. The odds again stacked against me, but I could turn the tables on these done-for-brains with my sharp.
Alright, never mind, dude's cooking.
Never mind, I guess. Close call. You're alright there? Wait, are you?
Damn, nice jump.
Ah, you're a Spriggan, yeah? I heard about you from Drusilla. And you're Kazan from the Lonlai branch, yeah? You searching for that newbie too? I'm thinking he's just up ahead. I had the same thought. Great minds think alike, I suppose. Well, since we're here doing the same job, why don't we join up? We could share some intel while we're at it. Sure, 2 heads are better than 1. My help doesn't come free, though, so long as that's not a problem, I'll gladly lend a hand. Well, I suppose you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. In that case, I'll tell you everything I know.
Wait. Training at the Lonlai branch, yep, get a recommendation. Serious yet cordial. However, I trained with him quite a bit, and every time we fought, his thirst for power was abnormally palpable. He's got some major tunnel vision when it comes to combat. While that quality has helped him get stronger, it's never enough for him. He says he will stop at nothing to get more power. You met Gray in the capital, right? You happen to hear anything about his situation? Nope, I've got nothing. Doesn't seem like he's really open up to the folks in the capital either. It kind of reminds me of like Gnosis or whatever. It's kind of like crossbow stuff almost. I guess we'll just have to ask him about what's going on when we find him. Alright, we're running short on time, so let's track him down quick.
Sure thing.
On the way we go. Slash him up.
Easy as pie. They didn't stand a chance. It feels like there are more monsters around than before. I'm sure I don't have to spell out what that means. What, a cryptid or something? Nope, it's clear that Gray's not finishing them off, which means he's losing his grip on the situation. We better hurry before the worst comes to pass. Want to take the shortcut through the animal trail? No, we should hold off on that for now. I'm sensing more creatures from beyond the thicket. I fear the monsters Gray failed to kill may have gathered together. They seem pretty on edge, too. Ah, damn, you've got some keen senses there. In that case, I'll yield to your intuition. Hey, mind if I ask you something? You're from the east, ain't you? I'm thinking you must be one of the northeastern tribes. Wow, nail on the head. I heard from Drusilla that you had a sharp nose, but I'm still surprised. The fact that you know about the northeastern tribes is impressive, too. How'd you know I was from there? Because the nose knows. Plus, seeing those hunting skills of yours narrow down things down. I hear a decent amount about the East while doing requests. And I know a little of how to differentiate Easterners from everyone else based on quirks of their regions and tribes. Though I can't wrap my head around why someone like you would become a bracer in the Republic. I don't have some grand reason to share, to be honest. I just got bored of being out in the middle of nowhere. Figured I could make a name for myself in the Republic and enjoy what the capital has to offer, that's all. I'm sure most of the people in my village have long since forgotten about me. Don't worry about them. People are free to live however they want. You're no different. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I smell trouble. I think Gray's nearby. Yeah. He's over by the waterfall, and I sense a monster there as well. Seriously, why does the fog keep cutting out, dude? Are you seeing that? No, I've been realizing that too. It's kind of weird. Oh, and it's a big one. We better hurry. Roger that.
It's just nice to get... Whoa. I just missed this the first time. BP charge 3. I'll take it. It is just kind of weird, but also really fun to just get dialogue like this from just lesser NPCs, really. Like, this guy's just kind of an NPC. He's a bracer, but he's a lesser one that's just kind of around for this particular part of the plot. It's not like he's like... If I had to compare him to an NPC, I'd say, like, in Sky Games, you had, like, the main bracers and things like that, but then you had, like, Kurt, Annalise, Karna, and Grant? But this guy's like below that, it feels like. He feels more like Sting or something like that. He feels like one of those characters that you wouldn't typically get this type of stuff with. Nice one, bro.
Ugh, can barely move. Have to get stronger. For sis.
Gray, are you alright? Wow, you picked a bigger one this time. Kazan, and you're... We'll chat later. First things first, we gotta take care of this thing. You back down, rookie. Ow, my leg. Damn it, he's doing all this with just a pistol? Change of plans. Kazan, focus on protecting Gray. I'll fry this fishy bastard myself. Understood. What, do you throw up like a smoke or something? Oh damn, this big old fish looks pretty worn down. Newbie really did a number on this thing. I'll just finish what he started then. Was it just like a one-hit wonder type thing? Oh damn. No, he wasn't kidding. This is kind of... It's kind of easy street. What are you gonna do?
You'll pay for that.
Probably a decent amount actually, but you know.
Bring it on.
Beep up. Thank God we resist at
You'll pay
least.
for that. This'll hurt.
Chesto!
Bring it on.
There we go. Well, that was easy at least. They made it doable. Nice dodge. Nice shot. Oh, brother. Sorry. Why am I so tired? It's not even early. It's not even late. Want the spotlight for yourself, huh? Still, appreciate the help. Same. Thanks, you two. Well, that's a wrap. Is what I'd like to say, but I know we need to settle the matter of your pay. You got it. We should go over that with Drusilla. Then let's mosey on over to the guild. You okay with that, Gray? Of course. So I caused a lot of trouble for all of you, didn't I? I'm prepared to accept whatever responsibility you require of me. Enough. Don't want to hear any more of that. We want you to know... We want to know why you did it. I get that you have to get strong, and I've seen you working at it. But charging into the mountains at this hour to fight every single monster you meet is insane. What's driving you so damn hard? You're Gray, right? Seen you around Edith a few times. As far as I understand, people think pretty highly of you. You got a bright future. Do you think the immovable Hazel and Elaine ain't gonna worry about you doing stuff like this? I see that you've got some things going on. Not that having a complicated history is rare in the bracer business. But you have to realize that it's time to man up and talk it out, right? Who knows? Maybe we can even help. I'm not from Calvert. I'm originally from Lamont State. Whoa, wait. So you're a junior bracer, though. Does the Lamont branch send their newbies out to train in foreign countries? Even I did my early training back home in the East. Lamont's the HQ of the entire Bracer Guild, but I've never heard of them sending pure newbies out of the country to train. If I had to guess, the folks at headquarters don't know about this. I know I've caused trouble for all of you, but I really can't say anymore. When the time comes, I'll tell everyone, even the people back at the head branch in Edith. For now, please don't tell anyone. I see. You know anything about this, Drusilla? Nothing specific, but let's say my imagination is healthy. Either way, I think it's all going to come down to the path you walk, and your determination to walk it. Gray Arnold. Huh? There's something I'm missing here, but I'll just file this away for now. Well, I think we've said enough for tonight. The guild will pay you for your time, Arkride. No, I should be the one to pay. Shut it, newbie. You've got a long way to go before you get to have an opinion on Drusilla's decisions. Works for me. I wasn't happy about taking Mira from a newbie bracer anyway. Anyway, buddy, make sure to learn from tonight's events, yeah? I'm very sorry. Thank you very much, all of you.
That takes care of that.
That was a nice little short one. I assume we'll get a bit more of a dive on that in the future, but it's cool to have that scene like this. Points for both. 2, 4, 3, blee, bada, booda, dee da dee. Oh, wow. Yeah, Van's a bit low now. I've got to become stronger as soon as possible. But that's no excuse to make trouble for the people around me. I'm so very sorry for everything. I'm sure that nothing like this happens again.
Well, the newbie was found safe and sound, and on top of that, we now understand there's a bit of a background there. So all's well that ends well. Now it comes down to how well we can help a junior bracer like him develop. We'll just have to watch over him as things work out.
Being a bracer is all about teamwork. It's against our principles to go out alone without saying anything. So I felt I had to be pretty strict, but I mean, I get it. Everybody's got their own things to deal with. Anyway, time to go hit the bass and relax.
Alright, that's everyone. We can finally get a move on here. Time to see what the hell Van's trying to hide up here. Is this like a dojo? Looks like it. Maybe Taito or something like that. Or, I don't know.
Looks like someone does live here now after all. Makes sense, it has been 5 years. Wonder if it's someone connected to Taito or Master. Could be just a total stranger though. Maybe this is a good time to stop walking around and give the door a knock.
Sure. I feel like it's gotta be someone special, but hell if I know who.
Who could have business here this late at night?
Oh, is this the guy we saw maybe before up there? Yeah, it is.
Oh, I can't believe you actually came.
Hey, nice night, huh? I don't think I've met you before, but I'm thinking you're responsible for spreading word about my work around. Well, less you and more the guy who lives here.
How do you... Oh, you're with them, aren't you?
Damn, he a new guy? His reaction definitely says. Got me all wrong. My way ain't black, white, or even gray. I'm not here to interfere in whatever you're doing. I was just hoping to pay my respect.
What are you doing, Van?
Well, every single person followed me. Fuck me.
Oh, you followed me, huh?
We happened to notice you looking over this way earlier today.
You mentioned how you lived in Long Lai 5 years ago, so we thought this might be where.
So much for sneaking off.
That, or maybe you'd taken a page out of that dumb race car driver's book and this was your local girl's place.
You really think he has a local girl with how he looks at Elaine? Please. What are you two looking at? Hell no. Damn brat.
Mr. Arkwright does not strike me as the proper age for multiple mistresses and the like.
And he's not filthy rich like Maxim either.
So sorry about that.
Nope, he's not voiced anymore either. What was his voice like again? I gotta come up with one for him.
How do you... Oh, you're with them, aren't you?
What's even happening here? Is this some act to get me to let my guard down? Well, no matter how outnumbered I am, you won't get the better of me. Who's this stuck-up bozo?
We're really sorry about bothering you so late at night. We won't disturb you any longer.
Oh, on the contrary, by all means, come in.
Who?
What? Who are you supposed to be? You gotta be kidding me.
Please, stay inside, sir.
Rocksmith! Holy shit! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! The voice! Wait.
Oh, on the contrary, by...
Was he even voiced in CS4? I think he was very briefly, maybe?
No need to be so on guard around them, Cody. They're acquaintances of your sisters.
Cody!
You very well know.
Oh my god! He's the little shit kid! The little shit kid from Hercules! Oh my god, why didn't I piece that together? I mean, granted, we only saw him in like in a different type of outfit in like a single part of a single game. But oh my god, dude, Rocksmith, finally!
They're also highly regarded by Prince Sharid, Fawn, and Professor Hamilton.
I was like, who's this large man with a frickin' straw hat on? Was he trying to be Luffy or something? I know that's just farmer attire. But dude, Rocksmith?
I think we can at least afford to trust them as much as the guild does,
Dude, this is huge. I don't know what we're probably not gonna talk about politics with him, but damn it, I wish we could.
I suppose so.
So who's he? Why are you acting also acting weird?
I messed that up twice.
It's understandable that you wouldn't know, Miss Al-Fayed.
Yeah, but damn, this is some turn of events. Until 2 years ago, you were the most famous man in the whole Republic.
What are you doing in a place like this?
Huh?
A love of surprises seems to be part of the job description, looking back through the ages.
Dude, I'm so fucking happy. I've wanted to see this guy more ever since Azure, bro.
The current occupier of my old job is no exception.
Wait. Huh.
Still, if not everyone is aware of who I am, then I'd best get to introducing myself.
The single frickin' ellipses from Agnes. I wonder, after mentioning the current occupier of my old job. Real subtle.
Former President Rocksmith!
My name is Samuel Rocksmith. I am the previous president of the Republic. It's a pleasure to meet you all, Arkwright Solutions.
The wink. God, this dude had such charisma during his... You didn't get to see much of him in the past, but he was one of those characters that, God, I wish we could see more of. And I'm sad that he isn't the current president. I mean, I'm still excited to see what's up with Graham Hart. But this dude had such charisma and seems like such a fun guy that I'm glad that we get to see him now at least. Holy crap. Rocksmith in the flesh. This is peak. What are we even going to talk about with this dude? Oh, paying respects, eh?
Ryoga Rurun of the Taito school. I haven't been able to visit in 5 years, and heck, we never even met. Your student told me to give you his regards.
Is Taito another style of Eastern fist fighting?
Yeah, it's not as big as the Gekka school, but a whole lot of skilled warriors use it. The immovable's part of it, and the direwolf's techniques are based off it too.
I'm no expert in these matters, but that makes it sound quite incredible to me.
For sure. Unfortunately, when the head of the school died over 10 years ago, his students dispersed all over the place. Since my own master was a friend of his, he looked after his dojo after that. That's how I ended up staying here for about half a year.
And that's who the old man is.
Now I see. But the martial art that you know isn't Taito, is it? Indeed. Nor is it the Gekka school, I believe. Nor is it the Gekka school. I believe it's called the Konlon school.
Yeah, it's a school that draws information from both the East and West. My master was Western, but he decided to train in that school, and then he passed it on to me. Fate sure is a funny thing.
Feels like fate brought us here, too.
Still, does the fact that you're talking about your master in the past tense mean?
Yeah, he died 3 years ago. He might have been like a father figure to me, but he had a boatload of other students, not all of them in martial arts. Heard he died protecting one of his more respectable ones. I wish I'd been able to be with him when the time came, but I guess the least I can do is make an offering for him here.
Van.
Well, I guess we can join you.
So he is the Roaring Lion's unofficial student.
Roaring Lion, that's a frickin' raw name for that dude.
The Spriggan who serves as a bridge between light and darkness.
Rocksmith wordsmithing about this dude. It's cool to see, like, someone who's so wise and an older gentleman in this game who's speaking about the likes of Van like this,
what a
even.
Fascinating young man. I'm interested in everyone with him, too, including her, naturally.
Not being coy at all here, aren't we? Dude clearly knows about Agnes. Dude, I'm so fucking excited to get to talk to Rocksmith. You have no idea.
So, you knew my master and Master Ryuga, Mr. President. I most certainly did. I met them both in my younger years. Though I regret to say the opportunity to see them was rare after I took up office 12 years ago. Still, your master and I did come together to mourn Master Ryuga's passing. That makes sense. So, what was your sort of pop's name?
Aaron.
Talk about being oblivious.
I'm not sure if I am liberty to tell you that. It's fine. His name was Gunther Barkhorn. He was a traveling priest for the Septian Church. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Barkhorn? 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 That guy? What the fuck? That's Gaius' predecessor. A former Dominion? What the fuck? Wait, what? So he ran around doing work for the what the fuck, man? Barkhorn! What the fuck? Far and wide, yes. That being his profession is a surprise, though. It certainly is. You don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. So how did a priest become a master of martial arts in the first place?
Well, he wasn't your ordinary priest, to put it mildly. He was more an unofficial student of his. But he had a whole lot of crazy official ones, too.
What the fuck?
Compared to them, I was a total failure. And honestly, way more trouble than I was worth.
Dude, he's putting himself down at, what were you, intermediate level 2? Are you Reen? Reen 2? Van, he sounds like he was a wonderful master and father. So that's, you're telling me, am I missing something here? We're saying that the dude that we ran across on the road, we're saying the one-eyed fucking dude on the giant motorcycle who looks raw as hell is Barkhorn. That he was supposed to have died in Gaius's arms and passed on the stigma. What the fuck's he doing alive here? And why is he gonna be a fucking main party member? What the fuck?
That is how I came to be in charge of this residence. Oh god. I have to remember my voice, I'm running low. I've been living in seclusion here ever since conceding 2 years ago. I visit the capital on occasion, but I spend most of my time here living a simple life, enjoying the springs whenever it suits me. What I would give to have a life like that. Perhaps in 40 years or so you can.
But he's already an old man. Can't he do it in like 2?
Speaking of youth, I ought to introduce my friend here.
What? Warrant Officer Cody McMillan.
This is Warrant Officer Cody McMillan. He's affiliated with Hercules, and a member of the Secret Service. He is the younger brother of 2nd Lieutenant Kayla McMillan, whom I believe you met in Basel.
Damn, he keeps up to date. Oh, I can see it now. You're right. They do look somewhat alike.
2 siblings in the CID, huh? So is Renee, or?
He's not my direct superior if that's what you're thinking, even if he has helped me in my work.
I see.
While my sister and I at least have some things in common with Chief Ruron, we don't see eye to eye with your friend on very fundamental issues.
Huh.
I getcha.
What are you talking about?
Did we just wander into some kind of internal dispute in the CID? Not quite. I was well acquainted with Cody and Kayla's father.
Sorry, I need to remember myself on the voice. I very much know the VA, but it's gonna take me a sec.
It was a true shame that he lost his life fighting against the Empire, but that was what led Cody to agree to work under me.
My father has nothing to do with my motivations, Mr. President. I serve you because I believe this country needs you. You are a far better leader than that cowardly, short-sighted swindler who...
Cody! Not in the presence of his daughter, you fucking imbecile! We've gone over this! Sorry, I shouldn't... That's not in my character to curse like that. That was out of character, sorry.
I'm so sorry, sir. I shouldn't have overstepped my bounds.
I understand your intention, and I'm happy that you think so highly of me, but you never know who could be listening. Besides, the results of the election 2 years ago was entirely legitimate. I can't approve of any distortion of the truth.
Yes, but I'm sorry. So, how many terms do you get here in Calvert? Can you just keep going and going and going if people approve of you enough?
Well, I'm not going to wade into that dispute, but I can see you're still a well-connected man, Mr. President. Especially since you were able to arrange this trip for us while spreading word of our 4 SPGs.
I guess he did mention Crown Prince Charade's name earlier.
Yeah, and Fawn's.
And the professors. Hold on. Then the other person who invited us here was... Ah, the fourth.
I'm calling on behalf of Elzheim's Crown Prince Sharid, the
I just like the
Basel
voice
Institute
acting.
of Sciences Professor Hamilton, the Kowloon Group's Fan Lu, and one other individual, whose name I will not disclose, to extend you an invitation.
Wow.
I would be that individual, yes. I have been acquainted with Grand Prince Salmon and Professor Hamilton since my days in office. I also became acquainted with Elder Gian of Hayway during those years. However, he is a rather frightening fellow. As such, I opted to consult with his son, Fawn, on the occasion.
I see.
I totally feel you there. Okay, I think we get how we came to be here now. Still got a big question, though. Why would a former president want to speak with a shady spriggan like me? And why go so far to do it? I can't picture you wanting to hire us for anything, considering your position.
That's a fair point. It wouldn't be a very wise decision politically, true.
Yeah, the current ruling party would absolutely take advantage of it if they found out. It would pose too great a risk.
You think he hasn't thought of that?
You are absolutely right. I didn't bring you here to hire you for anything. That said, I'm well aware of the good work you've been doing all over the country.
Aw. Is he just a nice guy and he just wanted to talk to us? I mean, maybe not, but, you know.
Whether it was in Cray, Longport, Tharbad, or Basel, as you know, all of those surface incidents were caused by Almada. But I believe there are deeper issues they share at their core.
Are we talking politics? Please tell me we're talking politics. Actually, no, we're probably not going to talk about Graham Hart here. He knows about Agnes' situation, so he probably wasn't going to talk shit about her dad.
It's been 2 years since the war ended. The unprecedented prosperity our country has been blessed with has pushed the problems we have always had into the background.
True.
However, they never went away, and their effects are starting to be felt once more.
Well, the Mafia is always going to be a problem. And it's true that Professor Callahan's descent didn't start with them.
Jaeger Corps all over have been getting a lot busier lately. And as has Marduk. Perhaps you're right that these deeper issues are beginning to rear their ugly heads. And the one who's guided us to this point is...
Yep.
Why does she look so gloomy?
Has Aaron already picked up on it?
Either way, the boost the reparations provided to various fields is close to coming to an end. Calvard's real strength is about to be tested. I can't imagine our president hasn't seen this coming either. The monumental change we've seen ain't gonna come without aftershocks. You can count on that.
To be sure, they're likely to extend beyond the economy and into the field of technology, too.
All those dipshits whining about the immigrants are gonna come crawling out the woodwork like rats again, huh?
The same people whose racially motivated acts of terrorism led to the economical crisis a few years ago. That's all worrying to hear.
Worrying, yes, but all of that was also what led me to want to meet with you. We live in highly turbulent times, with countless forces of light and darkness at work in this young republic. But we have you, a group like no other, not heroes of justice like the Guild, nor the CID, who maintains balance on the government's behalf.
Damn, he is gassing us up hard. Not that I'm complaining.
You work alongside groups on both sides of the moral spectrum, while having your own distinct style all the same. And I can only hope that you will be a powerful force in carving a future for our country.
You're even craftier than I'd heard.
True.
Though it is motivating to have all of that said about you.
I don't know how much I'll be able to help, but I'm here for whatever you need.
It is insane how much we're getting gassed up here, but when it's coming from words like a guy like this, it really does make you feel like you're a bigger deal.
As someone who lives and works in this country, I want it to be a peaceful and prosperous one.
Because it is kind of funny, because most of the game we've kind of felt like just a ragtag bunch just going about our daily lives. I mean, we are working our way up to like the stuff at the Genesis, but that's just kind of like a bonus that just happens to be going on as we're dealing with the Mafia bit by bit. We're not really necessarily going out of our way to try to figure these things out. It's just kind of happening along the way by coincidence, you know? Or seemingly by coincidence. You know, there's probably some hands leading things a certain direction. but in general, it's just kind of still going about our thing, and we haven't really, you know, how do I put this? The bracers, the different groups and different arcs of trails, they've all had to have a certain point where they're recognized and brought to a level above, where they're seen as more than they previously were. In the Sky games, you had stuff like when they had to step up and stop the coup in Gransel, and then afterwards being more recognized for their efforts, and Estelle and Joshua getting promoted to senior bracers and things like that. And then they all get recognized for it further during the events of Essie and things like that. With the SSS, they were constantly trashed on and everything because they were mimics of the bracers, and no one really wanted to accept them because they thought, oh, they're just a cheap imitation. But then they became the heroes of the country with time. And the same happened to the likes of Class 7 and Thors. They became well-renowned. So yeah.
Everyone.
This seems to be that type of turning point for us.
Can't help but feel like you're thinking a little too highly of us. But this is one connection I'd wager is well worth having, even if it might bite us back one day.
I'm glad you feel that way. I can see I was right to invite you here after all.
I didn't expect Rocksmith to show up in this type of fit, but he's cool.
Fruitful relationship, Mr. President.
I don't think I'm gonna... I feel like I've got to make it a bit more not face showy with Rocksmith for the thumbnail, but this would be a real good one.
We're more than happy to take on jobs for you, providing you bring them in through the back door. And so long as the pay and profile fit our standards, of course.
I am delighted to hear that. May this partnership serve us well, Van Arkwright.
Wow. Wow is all I can muster. Dude, I already was saying that this is such a fucking insane intermission. But now Rocksmith is here too. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. He was about as sharp as you'd expect a former president to be. Easy to see how he could keep up with Heiwei's elders with negotiating as president. Indeed. I believe the two sides worked together to stop terrorists at the trade conference 4 years ago. The current president is a formidable figure in his own right, but the former president has clearly lost none of his skill. I got the impression he's still working with the current opposition party, too. Not that it seems like he had any interest in dragging us into any political squabbling. I agree. I believe he came to us purely as an individual thinking of Calvard's future. I'm really glad I got to talk to him. I feel like I learned so much from the experience. He also spoke to you in private after we were all done, didn't he? Oh, I noticed that too. He did, but we didn't discuss anything of real importance. Bullshit! I mean, it definitely was of importance, but I can see why she would want to downplay it.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn about your working for Arkwright Solutions. I can't imagine Roy is none the wiser of that fact either.
You know my dad? Wow, we're just kind of being upfront with that, huh? I forget if his first name's been said in this game yet, because we said President Gramhart and the like, but I forget if we've said Roy. I forget if his first name has been said in this game yet. Well, I mean, you know him in a professional capacity, obviously, but you make it sound like you're more personally acquainted.
I suppose it makes sense you wouldn't know this. But before establishing the Patriot League as a party, Roy was part of the Republican Party just like me. The two of us were on very friendly terms indeed when he first delved into politics after leaving the armed forces. I also knew your mother. I even remember meeting you when you were still a baby.
I had no idea. I'm not ignorant about what happened in the election 2 years ago. So much scheming went on behind the scenes to remove you from office. And the man responsible for it all was...
That's just how the world of politics is, young lady. The 23rd president of the Calvard Republic that came of it has brought an unprecedented prosperity. He is also standing tall as a force to be reckoned with, for better or for worse, in the current world in which we live. Besides, nothing in politics is inherently good or evil in the present. Morality is solely for history to judge. All we politicians must do is ensure that our fair republic is deemed right. Be that through leading it to greatness, or offering an alternative should our leaders lose their way. Such is the life of ones in our position.
Mr. President.
All that said, you just leave the burden of politics to us adults for now. I would rather you keep your focus on what you want to achieve.
He's so cool.
And I will. Thank you, Mr. President.
I hope we get to see more of him as time goes on. Dude, imagine if we get, like, spend time events with him. I feel like that would be so freaking awesome. But maybe outside the realms of possibility. I don't know.
She looks like she's had a big weight lifted off her shoulders.
Oh, there you guys are. But who is it? Oh, these two. Hey,
You're up again, huh?
Did you come to collect us?
Yep.
I'm very sorry that we took so long.
We're gonna mention, like, what we were doing, and Judith's gonna be like, you what? Don't worry about it. We had a good nap between us. You had to be up early. You had to be up early today, too, didn't you? You should probably hit the hay yourselves.
Can't argue with you there. You guys good to head back to our rooms, then?
I know I am. I might pass out as soon as I hit the bed.
Now we get to sleep with Agnes and Fairy. That's right, we did say we were going to do that. You won't all fit in the bed at once, though, so we'll have to take turns.
God damn. I'm still in shock at getting to speak to Rocksmith like that. Not to mention we have the golden butterfly here and various other things. Not to mention, you know, she's laying in the wings. We've got way too much.
Mommy.
Why is the Genesis reacting now? Oh, what the fuck? Child, you good? What the fuck they doing with her? Ah! Sorry. Jump scare. Has her time arrived? I did realize the particle's out of town.
An enemy attack. No. What do we have here? A paranormal being? Oh, but there's more at work here than that.
Oh boy, is there. As always. God damn. We're farming to the last, aren't we? As I'd expect of her. Ah, man. I'm so glad I finally get... Still gotta wait. Still gotta wait. Not a formal introduction. I've seen her in scenes, but the game hasn't met her. People's... Oh my god. Frickin' Lawnport 2.0? Whoa. I wonder why it's so thick.
Great fog.
Oh, wait. No, he was saying, great fog. Oh, right. There was fog out in Lawnport when his friends were.
I can't find her anywhere.
Yeah, this is...
Maybe she's gone into the boys' room?
Huh? What's that all about?
What's up?
I don't see her.
Neither of them, too.
She hasn't been in our room either.
Nor is she anywhere in the communal area.
Who isn't? Who isn't? What's going on?
What's all the new noise first thing in the morning? Wait, where's the kid?
I'll check just in case. Yume hasn't been in your room, has she?
How come only the girls are getting voiced?
She was supposed to be sleeping with us, but when we woke up, she was nowhere to be found.
Gender imbalance, SMH. What is going on? Checked with the unstaffed just in case, but they were told that Yume hadn't been sighted anywhere on the premises. After learning this, they decided to split up and search the town. Guess things are about to come to a head again. Keep a search on.
We're gonna head out now, but I want you to stand by at the end in case anyone tries to get in contact. If you learn anything from the police or the guild, call us right away and let us know.
Understood. I'll see if I can find anything in the Opal network while I wait. Please, do all that you can to bring her back safely.
We will. Wait, oh. She's one little troublemaker, isn't she? Maybe she had so much energy she decided to work it all off. Doubtful. She seems too well behaved for that.
Yeah, her mom's brought her up, right? I'm sorry for dragging you into our problems again. Kind of ruining your vacation, aren't we?
Not at all. We spent a lot of time together yesterday, so I'm worried about her as much as the rest of you are at this point. Thankfully, I don't think it'll take us that long to find her with this many people. Those two robots, Theo and Zeros, was it? Seems like they'll be a big help in the search.
Yeah, the sensors those things have are something else. If she's in town, they'll find her. In the meantime, we're gonna go around asking people if they've seen her just in case, and see if we can find her that way.
Also, damn, the Genesis reacted, so does that mean that we're gonna get another one in the intermission here? Do you have some useful app on your Zypha that'll help find her?
It's just that something's up with the holo I use. She just stopped responding to me this morning. Can't even get her to appear now.
That's weird.
Something might have happened overnight. Anyway, let's get to work.
Okay, got it. Oh wait, I need to put these on first. Looking stylin'. Judith joined the party! Change from mare to another holocore. Huh. Okay. Oh shit, she's in the party!
Hold up, hold up!
Kind escort. No, I need something better than that. Let's see what else we got. ATS, magical damage. S-craft power. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's an interesting one. Local. Remember, this one has pretty decent stuff. Strength up. Physical damage up. Crit rate up.
You always got me in your corner.
What's this one sound like?
What the fuck?
This one. Forgoes speech to boost its combat potency. Alright, sure. This one just sounds kind of funny.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Here goes.
Here goes. Oh my god, I actually get to play as Judith Lanster herself. Wow. We got quite a bit to talk about here still, huh? Actually, you know what we gotta do first? This is what we gotta do. Wait, no, this. Judith Lanster. A top film actress who has charmed fans all over with her powerful performances. She has a job beneath the surface that she keeps hidden, operating in the shadows. How do I check it? Check the portrait. Wow, she's pretty. Getting to see her art in particular, it's incredible, honestly. She has got that drip on, by the way. She has from the start, but like, damn, girl. She is chilling. It's insane that you can, like, take off these even. Like, you can totally just have, like, this and use it as, like, a PFP or something like that. You can turn it off, move it certain ways. You can only move it so far to the left, though, but you can make it, like, center stage and things like that and just turn off certain parts, which is really cool. She's one level above us. Damn, she gets a lot of... She has a lot of art damage. I guess she's more of a mixed attacker. Grim Knight Waltz. Okay, that only costs 50 CP, so that's interesting to note. Alright, well, usually, I don't know, usually I'd go for a bit more, but I think I'm satisfied here. We've gotten a lot of progress here. We met fucking Rocksmith, and we ended up, we met up with Rocksmith, and we ended up seeing the freaking Golden Butterfly, and we did a bunch of shit during the night. We got that scene with Katra and things like that in the hot springs. We've gotten a bunch of stuff out of the way. So I feel very satisfied to leave off here for the day. And next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we'll explore and see what the hell's happening around town in a search for Yume. With Judith in the party, which God knows I'm excited for that, finally. So, thank you extremely for watching, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja matane.